Well. So now CeeDee Lamb is injured with a high ankle sprain. CeeDee Lamb is saying that he'll be playing next week or this Sunday, and they're saying that it's going to be minimum 3-4 weeks. But the thing that is confusing to me, and I'm not even talking about hindsight is 2020, having CeeDee Lamb to run these types of plays, I really thought the Cowboys were beyond this. They already have a very powerful runner in Javonte Williams. And enough is enough. Brian, I hope he makes changes this week. What a great week to bring up Jaden Blue. We know he's got speed. We know he can catch the ball. He could be another weapon for you out there on the field in this shortage of CeeDee Lamb, especially as it applies to speed. If you want to run plays like those, well, bring in Jaden Blue. But why let CeeDee Lamb run that play? I don't understand it. And the playmaker don't understand it either. He is going to give a powerful, just overall statement on this thing with CeeDee Lamb's injury and now what it is going to require for the Cowboys to overcome it. I believe every Dallas Cowboy fan needs to hear what Michael Irvin says about the injury to CeeDee Lamb. Let's talk Cowboys. We're about to talk facts. Welcome, Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters alike. I'm the G, and I'm the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. And if you like this video, don't forget at the end to please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know the next time we post another video or go live. And if you see that HYPE button, please hit that also to push this video out into the YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't become a channel member or subscriber yet, please do. We have a lot of great things coming up this season. Now let's talk facts. Michael Irvin. It is no secret. Anybody who follows me knows that Michael Irvin is my favorite wide receiver of all time. You name me your number one receiver, I'm taking Michael Irvin over them every day of the week, twice on Sunday. Michael Irvin was a force of nature from the perspective of skill and will. And he'll tell you quicker than anybody that it was his skill that really made him who he is. And even Jerry Jones and a lot of these Dallas Cowboy players, they'll tell you that this dude, Michael Irvin, was a force of nature as far as the way that he influenced those 90s teams in winning Super Bowls. Well, Michael Irvin gives some powerful insight on this thing with CeeDee Lamb. From the play to the injury and the ramifications of it. I'm not even gonna talk long. I'm gonna let you hear Michael Irvin and this speech or this, what he said got me so fired up. Listen to this.
First, this CeeDee Lamb. And again, I want to reiterate what I talked about here. I talked about me not wanting to have all these other roles. And that was back then. Now, the role of CeeDee Lamb, I told you guys, I don't understand it. Back even when I was playing and wide receiver had a value, but running back had a great value and probably even a greater value. And that was back then, and I still didn't want to go and play any running back because I got to get to 300-pounders to get that one damn yard. Boom, I got to hit 300-pounders to get that 1 yard. When I can go out here, run a route, position a 190-pounder, and make that catch. Now, this is much more amplified today than it was even when I played. Now we lose CeeDee Lamb for
physics. Michael Irvin is talking basic physics. Why would you have CeeDee Lamb mixing it up, running the ball when he's a wide receiver? I know teams do it, but there was really no need for us to do it. You can't figure out how to get CeeDee Lamb the ball other than this? Stop it. Stop it. It don't make sense. It didn't make sense.
3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks, like I told you. And I have to sit here and question, is this season over for the Dallas Cowboys?
Wow. Is the season over? I don't think it's over. But I do think Michael Irvin puts into perspective what it's going to require for it not to be over.
In week 3, because it's going to take a Herculean effort to get in this thing. Let me give you the numbers now. Being right now 1-2, facing Green Bay Packers and a mad Michael Parsons, knowing you won't have CeeDee Lamb for the next 3 to 4 weeks on a minimum. They're not even going to look at it for 14 days. And I want you to understand, 14 days in the National Football League is almost like 5 years in real life.
Michael Irvin spitting. I think Michael Irvin is saying something so vital. You mess around, you lose the next 2 games. Because CeeDee Lamb isn't there. And CeeDee Lamb, if he's out for 3 weeks, which is probably going to be, you mess around and lose 3 of the next 3 games. You're going to be sitting ugly at 1-5. The margin for error becomes razor thin. All because of I'm just serious. I love Brian Schottenheimer. I'm riding till the wheels come off. But that was a dumb play to me. And I'm not even talking about hindsight. That was a dumb play. But again, I don't think the season is over. But boy, what Michael says next.
That's a long time. It's a long time. I mean, the way they treat stem, ice cream, treat. That's a long time. And if they're telling you they'll reevaluate in 14 days, yeah. I'm praying for my brother and I hope it's that he gets back soon and be able to play and be who he is. But I don't know if we can be who we are without him. And as I said, it's going to take a Herculean effort. You will need Dak to play at a level, and Dak has been playing at a level.
Dak has already been playing at the level. He's right. But this statement about George Pickens he's about to make, this is classic Michael Irvin.
The receivers to step in, and it's almost unfathomable for me to even try to concede a possibility of these things happening. And where George Pickens has to go will be another stratosphere.
Michael Irvin said this man will have to go to another stratosphere. If anybody knows, it's Michael Irvin. Man, it's one thing when you're a complimentary receiver to CeeDee Lamb. It's another thing when you're the other number one and you do what you do and he do what he do. But now you got to do what you do on a level that is like magnified times 10. Well, I'll tell y'all this. If George Pickens wants to prove to this league that he's worth the $25 million contract and up, he's about to get his opportunity. Yeah, he's about to get his opportunity. Because Michael Irvin is basically saying he's going to have to transform his game without having the transformative CeeDee Lamb rubbing off on him. He's also saying, as it pertains to Dak Prescott, the Cowboys are putting Dak Prescott in a position to where he's got to be literally flawless for them to win. Whew. Michael Irvin spitting.
And George Pickens having to have to go to another stratosphere won't be just about his skill. This has to be about his will. I understand he's phenomenally gifted and talented.
Woo.
But you gotta phenomenally want it, be it, and gotta be able to try to do all things the right way every time, at least win in every way. You know, and that's a hard thing to teach a man to have time to morph into it. It's an even harder thing to just tell a man he has to jump into it.
Boy, this man, Michael Irvin, is spitting. He's spitting. I don't know what to tell you. To ask a man to be what he's going to be without having the one to teach him or help him to be it. No, you got to do it now. Well, I tell you this again. Well, this dude, George Pickens, has the opportunity of a lifetime. Prove to everybody that you're worth it.
You were in the process of trying to teach George Pickens, show him, and this is his first time playing with, come on, let's stop playing, a true blue like CeeDee. So now he had the chance to see it every day, and you think, okay, this will start rubbing off everything, the way he does it, how he practices, everything. And you want him to learn over the course of the year so he can learn how to become a number one. Now you just got to push him on out there to become that number one. That's not an easy task.
Woo, pass the plate.
It's not an easy task, especially with the problems that we're having right now on defense. So I'm just saying, this is a scary right now reel that we're looking at. Now, all of this, you know, get shut down, and the people that put on the helmets and the uniforms can tell all of us, because we're all going to be talking like this, to shut the hell up. And all they have to do is show up and beat up on the Green Bay Packers on Sunday night, in front of everybody. And then and if you do that without CeeDee Lamb, you do that with Michael Parsons over there, then everybody say, oh, and they'll stand up and shut up. But as I said earlier, that's going to take a Herculean effort. And even if he gave it to me one time, can you suck it back again, then suck it back again, and then hit him one more time? Because he's gone for 4 weeks. I'm not talking about having a great night and everything happens to hit only on that night. But you gotta recreate those nights.
This man need to go in and talk to the Cowboys. They need this man to go in and talk to the Cowboys. Michael Irvin needs to be at the Cowboys facility this week. Somebody got to tell them this, just like he telling them. Somebody got to tell them. And Michael Irvin would be the perfect one to tell them. Bro, this ain't just a Green Bay thing. You can't just leave it all out there on the field on Green Bay. You got to go back out there and get it, and then you got to get it again against the Jets, against the Panthers, against the Commanders, and hope CeeDee Lamb is back by week 4. Woo! This boy Mike is spitting, boy.
I always believe, because, I'm not the most phenomenally gifted dude. I win on will. That's why I talk about it a lot. I know the importance of will. So that makes me blind to the reality that my realistic eyes can see, because we're hurting on defense. And I just talked to you about what it take on offense. So now, if we're depleting that skill, I just do you understand the kind of will you will have to do for these guys to mount up and win Sunday night? I mess with everybody about my hair. You Stephen A, they all call me, boy, man, cut that hair, cut that. Man, I ain't cutting nothing. Let me tell you something.
I was going to cut it off right here, but this is very relevant. Listen to this.
I tell them I ain't cutting that, and I don't care. I don't worry about what you look like. It's kind of like my, saying some things right now. It's my strength. I walk in a room with old men. They all bald. I got hair. Just kind of mess them up. It's kind of my strength. It's in my head, and mess with my mentality. It's my mentality anyway. So I'm sitting here. I'm praying. God Almighty. First, I prayed for CeeDee. Prayed for the situation. I told God, if he somehow can mount up the wings and place in this team a great will, and somehow in front of everybody Sunday night, and what will be, I'm sure, one of the biggest audience we've seen in TV history in a long time, some man can stand up and do something. If he just, that's my prayer. I told God, if he could deliver, if he just deliver that win, that victory, I cut my hair if I need to cut my hair. If the Cowboys beat the Packers, I'll cut the hair, even though I don't want to cut the hair, but I'll do whatever. I'll do this because I'm desperate. Because I'm desperate. I'm always saying all right, man.
Incredible. I wish Brian Schottenheimer would call this man up and let this man come in the facility this week and tell this team point blank what they have to do. Boy, y'all tell me what you think. This man Michael Irvin dropped megaton bombs up in this thing, man. Yeah. Y'all tell me what you think. I'm gonna link this down in the description if you just want to hear it, again without my commentary. But boy, this dude, Michael Irvin, laid it down. And I'm telling you, every Dallas Cowboy need to hear what this man just said about what the Cowboys have to do after this CeeDee Lamb injury. It's incredible. Y'all tell me what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that hype button, HYPE button. Until the next time, TC4L. God bless. Let's talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. Peace.